That little smile he has? That is years of training.
Aren't you guys excited? The biggest product placement of the year is right around the corner. It's that one time of the year we get to be reminded Jeff Keighley is a person who exists and has an award show for pixels on a screen.
All right, well, one way.
Stop trying to downplay it, Frit. This award show is prestigious. It means a lot. People have cried receiving awards at this show. Great. That makes me totally want to watch it even more now. I don't get enough pompous ass people crying on stage at the Emmys or the Oscars. No, not enough. We got to get more of that. And it has to happen for video games. You know, just like last year when the God of War voice actor was on stage for 20 minutes thanking everybody. That got me so pumped for the 2023 Game Awards. I can't wait to see how they waste our time. Those emotional speeches are just the best. I love them. No, I'm not crying on the inside knowing I have to watch this award show in a couple of weeks. And it's okay. Nothing is wrong with me. Nothing inside me has ruptured, knowing that these are the nominations I'm about to read you out. So let's just get on with it.
Chair. But now, I am honored to get to the task at hand. Here are the nominees as selected by our voting jury for the Game Awards 2023. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr as Clive, Final Fantasy XVI, Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba as Solomon Reed, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liebert as Saga Anderson, Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbon as Astarion, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
What? Oh no! What do you mean Yang Ye wasn't featured? What?
Good. Thank you so much.
Corona prayer.
The voice of Kiryu is not on this list. How dare they? The nerve of Jeff to nominate Idris Elba but not Yang Yi? How is it possible that Yang Yi wasn't even taken into consideration? Unless he sucks.
What? No.
Which it couldn't be, no. It couldn't be that Yang sucks, no. Well, anyways, I mean, other than Idris Elba, who's basically like the coolest man on earth, none of the voice actors here come close to the performance of Yang Ye as Kiryu. I mean, by God. His Baka Mitai performance is easily one of the most memorable performances of the year.
I'm such a mess. I'm lost. I'm no good at this.
Truly one of the performances of all time. But no, instead that slot is reserved for Yuri, the man responsible for making Peter sound like a simp. Yay, I love this awards show. We're off to a great start.
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact.
Huh? How does this category work exactly, Jeff? Cyberpunk an ongoing game? Why? Just because it got a DLC expansion? I mean, I guess, but I figured an ongoing game would imply a live service game. Why don't you just call the category live service games? I mean, I get it, it's the most uninteresting category because you've got the same nominations every year, making it one of the most pointless featured awards. What a waste of time. I mean, Jesus Christ, Halo Infinite could have taken a spot here. It's easily had some of the best updates. Whatever, just another stupid category that doesn't make sense, and I don't understand the rules still. I guess single player games count and can be put on this list if they've had DLC recently. Whatever, same nominees per usual with the exception of Cyberpunk being the surprise there. I mean, it's that one award multiplayer games take turns getting every year. Nothing special about it. They've all had her. Go get yourselves checked.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, presented by Discord.
It's the same shit. The same shit.
Okay, I'm even more confused because the category right after that one is multiplayer games, and I just don't understand what's the difference between an ongoing game and a multiplayer game that gets updates, or a live service game. I don't understand. Well, how does this work? Do we just create categories like ongoing and separate them from multiplayer so we can include more games so more people get awards?
Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Okay, alright, I guess that's a fair selection. I'm just glad Modern Warfare 3 gets denied anything here. That does bring a smile to my face. But noticing there's no Armored Core 6 is devastating because Armored Core 6 has excellent PvP. I'm also surprised Forza doesn't get put on the list here. But to be fair, when you got games as big and expansive as Mario Wonder and Party Animals, you gotta be selective. So I would say overall they chose the right games here. But another part of me feels like the list could be longer. I don't know why it's so small, but I guess this is what they're limited to. Yeah, but whatever. They're the wisest picks so far, I would say.
The nominees for Best Art Direction are Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush,
Can we get much higher?
Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, there we go! There we go! Just when I thought they were gonna snub Hi-Fi Rush, they managed to sneak him in for a nomination. Alright, okay. All is right with the world. The Xbox tax is a myth, it doesn't exist! Unless it doesn't win, of course. If the game doesn't win, then the Xbox tax is back on the menu. I would say another decent selection here. I feel like Lies of P could be replaced, though, if I'm being real with you. There's just something about Soulsborne clones that really makes me cringe. Which makes no sense because I like Souls game, but every Soulsborne clone gives me a peptic ulcer. Honestly, Hogwarts Legacy should take its place. I thought Hogwarts Legacy had excellent art direction. But again, it's the one game where it's not supposed to talk about it. Remember, this game is dangerous to trans people, according to Jim Sterling.
Not a single one of you are under any obligation to refuse this game. I'm not demanding it of you, and I'm not going to say you're an inherently bad person for it. But I do not trust you. I can't count on you. Can't think you have our backs. I can't feel safe with you.
Alright, fine. In that case, Atomic Heart. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you guys already forgot Atomic Heart came out this year. You guys forgot already, didn't you? See, I knew it. I knew it. Quite surprised. I'm pretty sure Atomic Heart had some of the best art direction of the year, so that one should also be on the list. But whatever, I guess overall, it's not a bad selection. Mostly what I expected.
For Best Score and Music, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, composer Petri Alonka, Baldur's Gate 3, composer Borislav Slavov, Final Fantasy 16, composer Masayoshi Soken, Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Shuichi Kobori, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, composed by Nintendo Sound Team.
God damn, do they love their Alan Wake. I mean, I would have chosen the Pikmin 4 soundtrack over Alan Wake 2 soundtrack any day. You know, whatever, the 120 people that they selected really like Alan Wake, so Alan Wake's on that list. Whatever. I think it's a fine selection. And yet another nomination for Hi-Fi Rush, baby!
The Best Audio Design nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4.
Oh, let me guess. Spider-Man 2's on that list because of the Deaf Girl mission, huh? Just say it, Jeff. Spider-Man 2's on the list because of the Deaf Girl mission. And that's it. Because other than that, that soundtrack is completely forgettable. The sound design, completely forgettable. There ain't no pizza theme in this game. There ain't a single jingle you'll remember in your head. Nobody around you is gonna tell you to stop humming Spider-Man tunes because it'll never happen. I'm honestly quite surprised they didn't put a racing game in here because there was a racing game this year. You know, Forza Motorsport, but whatever.
Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds and characters.
Ah yes, because our video games are not enough like TV shows and movies. So now they're turning the video games into actual TV shows and movies. Yay, love it. It's just what I expect from my video game awards show. Awards for TV shows and movies. I mean, it's no coincidence one of the most nominated games this year was practically a movie. But you know what? Screw this entire category. I don't care. This has nothing to do with video games. Next category.
For Best Narrative, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
I actually voted for Spider-Man on that one. Jedi Survivor, Pikmin 4, Armored Core 6, Hogwarts Legacy, literally anything. Anything. I would say one of Spider-Man 2's greatest weaknesses is actually its writing, and specifically any of the writing that has to do with Mary Jane. Fred, shut the fuck up. Just shut up, Fred. For once in your life, stop. You're gonna become the next Quartering, but instead of making a bajillion videos on Brie Larson, you're gonna make a bajillion videos on Mary Jane. Do you want this to be your future? Stop now. Stop complaining about Mary Jane, Fred. Let it go. Okay, yeah, you know what? But the jawline! It's the jawline!
Oh, I'm fine. I insist. We
I
could
said,
work
okay,
together
it's all
better
good,
if you
don't
just
worry.
got mole! Bloody mole! We're not supposed to talk about the bloody mole, but there's a bloody mole winking me in the face! I'm gonna chop it off and cut it up and make some guacamole!
Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with profound pro-social meaning. This year's nominees are A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sonar, Goodbye Volcano High, Chia, Terra Nil, and Venba.
Raise your hand if any of these games socially impacted you in any sort of meaningful way.
Put your hand down.
For Best Independent Game, the nominees are Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder.
Now this is the part where Octopath 2 Traveler fans can cry. Go ahead, let out your tears.
For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil.
And I'll never touch a single one of these. Next.
Best Community Support acknowledges a game for exceptional support, transparency, and responsiveness to players.
Halo Infinite, finally gonna get something going for Halo, right? Halo's gonna get something for once.
The nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, and No Man's Sky.
Oh, wow. I could always edit this out and not make myself look like an idiot, but I deserve that one. It's insane that Halo Infinite wasn't nominated for this award because the community support there has been insane. Halo Infinite is currently the shooter it is right now because of the community. Seriously, it's worth your time to play some Halo Infinite now. I highly suggest downloading it.
Okay, now it's time for Best Debut Indie Game.
Oh, hey, look, it's the same category all over again.
The nominees are Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. For Best VR/AR Game, the nominees are
Nobody here realistically cares about this category, so no commentary.
Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Wackety, Spreen, and Cypher PK.
I don't know who any of those people are.
I don't know who the hell any of those people are, but I'm very disappointed Yang Yi isn't here. You guys snubbed Yang Yi of his voice acting award, and now you've snubbed him of Content Creator of the Year. Don't you know how much of a legend Yang is? But whatever. Congratulations to whichever nerd wins this one.
What's your most anticipated upcoming game? Remember, this has to be a game that's officially announced. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8.
Talk about one of the most underwhelming awards to have to bring home. Basically an award for doing absolutely nothing. And oftentimes this anticipation award is more like a curse for games. Whoever gets it oftentimes ends up disappointing. So whoever doesn't get this award is the real winner in my eyes. Good luck to you men.
Your nominees for Best Action Adventure Game are Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Ish! Someone really has it out for Armored Core 6. Inarguably the best action game of the year is not on this list. Unbelievable. See, I know what Hogwarts Legacy did to piss off this specific crowd, but I'm not quite sure what Armored Core 6 did. Must have committed the crime of not being cinematic enough. Seriously, I can't think of any other logical reason why Armored Core 6 wouldn't be placed on this list. Can you?
For Best Role-Playing Game, the jury selected Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XVI, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
Oof, and there it is. Starfield's one nomination. But I mean, it's being pitted against Baldur's Gate 3, so it doesn't stand a chance. Poor Starfield, it's one nomination, and it doesn't even stand a chance. Oof.
In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6.
There is a Nickelodeon fighting game released this year?
The nominees for Best Action Game are
What? I'm confused. Didn't we just do this category? I swear to God, we just did action games, didn't we? Didn't we?
Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon,
Finally!
Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2.
All right. I'm digging the strong presence Hi-Fi Rush has at this award show. Game was seriously taken into consideration. It's got more nominations than Starfield. Oof.
Innovation and Accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, this year's nominees for Innovation and Accessibility are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6.
This is the award that should be presented by Jim Sterling if they ever get the chance. Most disabled person out there. Jim Sterling. Handing out this award would be perfect. Well, good luck to whoever takes this award home. I know it's going to be a hard one to display on the shelf, but yeah.
Next up, Best Family Game. The nominees are Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Sonic Superstars gets a nomination? What? They can't be for real, can they? I mean, I like me some Sonic, but even I recognize at least something like Kirby should take its place. Whatever, why am I getting hung up on this award? This is for families, and families aren't cool, or at least Carlito wouldn't find them cool. He would spit in their faces.
Kids aren't cool. They shouldn't be allowed on the beach. They shouldn't be allowed anywhere.
The Best Sim Strategy nominees are Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4.
Get City Skylines broken ass off that list, alright? This is for games that actually work. Oh wait, hold on, no, that's not what this is. This is Jeff Keighley's list. Oh, never mind, you qualify, you're fine.
This year, these 5 games are nominated for Best Sports Racing: EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew Motorfest.
I don't know, to the people mentally ill enough to buy these games yearly, may your favorite game win. If you're wondering what I want to win, well, I want it to be Hot Wheels. What did you think?
Now a look at our esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant.
It's the same award all these games take turns holding. Would you look at that? Yet another one of those categories people pretend to care about. But I refuse to do that, so let's move on.
Your Best Esport Athlete nominees are
After all these years and all of that feedback, they continue to bring this category back for every award show. Why? I don't care. I don't even want to know who was nominated next.
For Best Esports Team, our committee nominated these teams.
Next!
The Best Esports Coach nominees are
I forget that these categories exist every year, and yet when they show up, I'm always surprised. Why?
And finally, the nominees for Best Esports Event are
irrelevant to me, irrelevant to you, irrelevant to anyone who cares about video games? I mean, Jesus Christ, that's already 5 categories dedicated to esports. This is ridiculous. We have awards for the individual player, awards for the team, awards for the game, awards for the events and arenas, and even awards for the goddamn coaches. Absolutely ridiculous how every single year they continue to prioritize these stupid categories.
It's time for our final 2 categories. Best Game Direction, which recognizes extraordinary creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. This year's nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
If anything other than Baldur's Gate 3 wins that award, we will send Matan Evan back out there to get your ass again, Jeff.
The nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards are Alan Wake 2, developed by Remedy Entertainment, Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac Games, Resident Evil 4 from Capcom, Super Mario Bros. Wonder from Nintendo, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from Nintendo.
Really? Resident Evil 4? I mean, I enjoyed the shit out of that remake, but come on. This is for games released in 2023. This is a game from 2005. It's already won Game of the Year in the past. Why is it a runner-up for Game of the Year again in 2023? Why? As a matter of fact, I don't know why it gets any categories. I don't think remakes should be on this list. For God's sake, you could put Final Fantasy 16 there, Pikmin 4, anything. But whatever, these are your nominees. However you feel about these games, doesn't matter. These are Jeff's picks. And like I said, if anything other than Baldur's Gate 3 wins, I'm going to reignite your rivalry with Angry Joe and get him to come annoy you again, Jeff. Trust me, you don't want that. He's a lot fatter now. Honestly, the list is exactly what I expected it was going to be, minus Resident Evil. So whoever wins any of these awards is going to be about as exciting as watching paint dry. But hey, if you want to be there to watch me watch it, then you're more than welcome to. So like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. I've drank like 2 32-ounce Modelos. I am done. I'll be seeing you in the next video.
Fritango sucks ass.